In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on March 18, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Loyola Chicago versus Ohio State. The Loyola Chicago Ramblers will be going for their 4th consecutive win when they face the Ohio State Buckeyes in the first round of the NCAA tournament on Friday afternoon. The Ramblers are coming off a 64-58 win over Drake as 5.5 points favorites. The Buckeyes are coming off a 71-68 loss to Penn State as 5.5 points favorites. Ohio State won the lone meeting between the two teams back in 2006. The Buckeyes struggled down the stretch, losing 4 of their last 5 games, with 3 of those losses coming against teams with losing records. They struggled offensively during the slump and were held under 70 points in 3 of those games. They were terrible on the offensive glass, grabbing less than 6 offensive boards in their last 3 games, so don't expect them to get a lot of second-chance opportunities against the Ramblers, who are averaging close to 30 defensive boards per game. The Ramblers play well defensively, and they were dominant in recent games, holding 5 of their last 6 opponents under 60 points. So expect the Buckeyes to have a hard time scoring in this game. The Ramblers also play well offensively, scoring more than 70 points per game while making 48% of their shots. They were very aggressive on the offensive glass in their last 3 games, which will lead to extra scoring opportunities. Even though the Buckeyes play well defensively, they struggled in recent games, giving up 70 points or more in 5 of their last 6 games and will have a hard time slowing down the Ramblers. Despite being the 10 seed in this first-round matchup, Loyola Chicago is the favorite, and I think that is rightfully so. Not only has Ohio State struggled down the stretch, but Loyola Chicago also has a rich history in this tournament as of late, and we all know what happened in the first round of last year's tournament for Ohio State. Ohio State's defense is not good enough to compete here in my opinion, and although Little is someone that can take over a game by himself, I think Loyola Chicago is a very tough team to beat in March. Ohio State is a solid team. However, the Buckeyes just haven't been playing well and struggled overall away from home this season, posting just a 5-6 road record and 1-2 neutral site record. Loyola Chicago looked outstanding in the Missouri Valley Conference tournament, and between the fact that Loyola Chicago seems to play its best basketball during the NCAA tournament, and that I think their defense will give E.J. Little and the Buckeyes offense trouble, Loyola Chicago has a top 45 offense in terms of adjusted efficiency and a top 25 defense, which is good enough for me to take the Ramblers in this one. So Loyola Chicago to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Ramblers are averaging 73 points per game and 67 points per game away from home. They play at a slow pace, averaging 68 possessions per game. Even though the Buckeyes hold opponents to 68 points per game, they gave up 72 points per game in their last 3 games, so expect the Ramblers to hit their average in this game. The Buckeyes are averaging 74 points per game. They play at a slower pace, averaging 67.4 possessions per game. Even though the Ramblers are giving up 62 points per game, they gave up 50 points per game in their last 3 games. So don't expect the Buckeyes to score enough points to push the score over the total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Jacksonville State versus Auburn. The Jacksonville State Gamecocks will hope to pull off a massive upset of the number 8 Auburn Tigers in NCAA Tournament Midwest Region first-round action on Friday afternoon in Greenville, South Carolina. Jacksonville State is the number 15 seed at 21-10, earning the automatic bid as the regular season champion despite losing to the Jacksonville Dolphins in the conference tournament semifinals 54-51 as a 6-point favorite back on March 5th. Auburn earned a number 2 seed at 27-5, but lost in the Southeastern Conference Tournament quarterfinals to the Texas Aggies as a 9-point favorite last Friday. All 6 previous meetings have gone in favor of Auburn, including a 78-54 home win in the most recent matchup back in November of 2013. Auburn is 1-6 against the spread in their last 7 games overall. The under is 5-0 in the Gamecocks' last 5 games following an against the spread loss. The under is 4-0 in Jacksonville State's last 4 4 games played on Friday. The under is 5-0 in South Carolina's last 5 neutral site games as an underdog. The Tigers' recent record doesn't look all that great, but they've been highly competitive during this 5-4 run. Auburn's 4 losses have each come by 5 points or fewer, all against some pretty darn good competition. As for Jacksonville State, they had a bad first half against Jacksonville in their last game, and it may very well have caused them a conference championship. Still, the Gamecocks have generally done well lately. They've hit 69 points or more in 5 of the last 6 games. Auburn has beaten up on bad teams this season, and although Jacksonville State isn't bad, they aren't on the same level as the Tigers. Look for Auburn's defense to lock down, and the lack of scoring by Jacksonville State is going to be the difference. This game is going to be a blowout, so Auburn to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game total pick. While Auburn's fast tempo warps its scoring numbers, this is a much more efficient team on the defensive side of the floor, with the Tigers ranking in the top 8 nationally in both Ken Palm efficiency and effective field goal percentage allowed. Kessler has completely dominated the paint as the nation's best shot blocker, so the Gamecocks will be in trouble if the threes go cold for even a stretch. Jacksonville State is a solid defense with a 48 effective field goal percentage allowed, and the Gamecocks are just 276 nationally in adjusted tempo. Expect them to slow it down even more against a far more talented opponent, and Auburn won't make enough shots to hit this number, so under the projected total is our full game total pick. Montana State versus Texas Tech. The number 3 seed Texas Tech Red Raiders will face the number 14 seed Montana State Bobcats on Friday in a West Region matchup. Montana State is 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 neutral site games. Texas Tech is 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. The under is 4-1 in Texas Tech's last 5 games played on Friday. The over is 4-1 in Montana State's last 5 games following an against the spread win. Texas Tech might be loaded with veterans who have been through the wars, but Montana State is full of upperclassmen who know how to score. The Bobcats won 6 straight and 18 of the last 20 by seemingly hitting everything from the field. Consistent. They're a near lock to hit 50% from the floor every time out, and just assume they'll find a way to come up with 15 free throws. The Bobcats haven't exactly faced nationally elite competition lately, but they've done very well in their conference games. Montana State has hit 69 or more points in each of their last 17 games, and if they can post a decent total in the first half, the Bobcats should be okay. As for Texas Tech, they've had their ups and downs during these difficult Big 12 games. Overall, the team has done pretty well, though Montana State has found success on neutral site locations, and they are going to continue that success in this game, at least in terms of covering the spread. Montana State is a strong offensive team, and they are going to run up the score in this game. The Bobcats are double-digit underdogs, but may be a team to watch as they are extremely motivated. The Raiders should match up pretty well here also, but I believe Montana State can stay in range. Grab those points as they show the most value in this matchup. Montana State to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Texas Tech is a defense-first team, but they are also 41st in the country, shooting 47% from the floor. On the season, they average 73.4 ppg, but I expect them to perform better in this game against a Montana State defense that is average and does not have the athletes to contain the Red Raiders. If there is any hope for Montana State, they don't lack shooters. The Bobcats average 76.7 ppg, are 40th shooting 47.1% from the floor, and 57th making 36.5% from 3. The Bobcats have also scored at least 74 points in 7 of their last 9 games, so over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.